Welcome back to a special K-Pan today, folks. Heather and I are joined by Jamie Margiotta and Sarah Gray. They are COVID angels. We want to learn all about them. They recently got recognized at City Hall from Senator Tarr. So welcome, ladies. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, so Jamie, I'm friends with you, so we should get that out of the way off the top. And I didn't know that you were doing this. So can you just sort of briefly explain who COVID angels are and what they do?
Sure. So it sounds like we all were doing our own tasks beginning. So I'll let Sarah say how she started, but how I started, it started in February. My 92-year-old grandmother was struggling to get an appointment, and I was just like, she cannot use a computer. Calling 211 was not helping. I had to figure out a way to help these elderly people. So I started to Google or go on Facebook to figure out how other people were doing it. And then I figured out some backdoor information of how to get it on CVS, Walgreens, Walmart, and so forth. So then once I got my grandmother covered, Mayor Thakin actually reached out to me. She's very good friends with my in-laws and asked, are my in-laws covered? And I said, yes, actually, I am trying to help as many people as I can. I know you have a good connection with the senior center. Like, could you get me more elderly people? So she then in return helped me get some names while I was doing all the booking. And then she ended up reaching out to me saying, hey, this angel is doing teachers. This angel is helping elderly and teachers. This one's helping 55 plus. So Mayor Thakin actually brought all the angels together, and that's how we formed the COVID Angels. So it was just helping us spread our name out there the best we could. So then I created the vaccine help 01930 @gmail.com. And all of us have access to that, and we're able to help book. So there's actually 7 angels all together. A few of them couldn't make it today, but we can. I don't know. Do you want me to list those names, or
no, we can put those in the text that goes with this. But so I want to know. So Sarah, then how do you get involved?
So similar to Jamie, I had started on my own helping some elderly family members and some fishermen in our community who, just couldn't navigate the software. And after my list kind of dwindled down, I reached out to the mayor and said, I have time, I have kind of the skills, I want to help people. And again, that's when, she brought us all together. I think before I even joined the group, I had already booked 200 appointments on my own.
Same.
And it was just a lot of trial and error. You learn to get up at midnight, or if the drop didn't happen at midnight, then you try again at 4 a.m. And there's a lot of little tricks that you need to do. I mean, let's face it, the state software is not easy at all. I mean, there's lots of clicks, lots of questions, lots of things that just really confuse people. So, we kind of all started sharing our tips with each other, and now it's like we just need more names. Every day it's like we have all these appointments and we don't have any more names. And it's almost like an addiction. I mean, I was never a gambler, but like this morning it was like, I'm holding 2 Gloucester appointments. Where who do we have?
So
well, good news, Sarah, because now isn't the whole state open up soon enough to 16
whole
plus?
state is
There you
now.
go. Yeah.
So how do people reach out to you? How do people find you guys?
So they can email us on vaccinehelp01930 @gmail.com.
Okay.
We have an auto response that will send back the information we need. There's no personal information. It's we need a name, a date of birth, a mailing address, a cell phone number, and an email, because different sites will either text you your appointment, or they'll email, or they'll do a combination of both. We see the appointments when we book them, but we don't have the information after that.
So they will email you, and do you email them back and say, got your email, I'm on it? Is that right?
We do. Yep. Okay. We send them a response and we say, thank you very much for your information. You've been added to the list. Often, and we do let them know if they don't hear from a provider, within say 48 hours, just email us back and we'll see where their status is. Because some people do, with certain members of the community, they do miss emails or miss texts. So I mean, we will record, they're booked in Ipswich at 1 o'clock. So we can kind of let them know, what the status is and where we're at with their appointment.
So I just have to say, and can you hear me, Governor Baker, how crazy it is that we need a team of angels to help people book appointments, right? I mean, that is kind of insane. But can you share any tips with people, with those of us in the community? No, it's a little sheepish there.
It's not that it's tips. It's we have the time. I don't want to see anyone have to go with the fear of, will I ever get a vaccine? Or do I really have to wake up at midnight? Do I have to sit there and constantly click refresh? Do I have to wake up at 4 a.m.? I have a family. I have to go to work. I'm a school teacher. I'm an elderly person. We don't want people to have that stress. We want to do that. This is what we signed up for. We want to volunteer. We will do the work for you. Just get us the names, get us the information, spread that email out. We go all the way down to Martha's Vineyard, Cape Cod. Like, people found our email and have reached out to us. We're about 2,300 names right now that we booked since February. It's hard to wake up at midnight and see all those appointments and not have enough names. So we're here to help. We want the names, spread the word. We are all MRC certified, so Mayor Thakin helped us do that. So we all are background checked, Corey checked with the state and approved. So everyone's information is secure and safe. So we are a group of angels to trust, and we want to help.
Have there been times in this process where it's been easier to make appointments? And is it easier or more difficult now?
Interesting. So as the phases opened, you mean? Yes.
Yeah.
So as the phases would open in the beginning, it was a little harder because it was the rush, and then it would slow down, and then we were able to find them. But we also knew we have the time throughout the day to constantly click refresh and find cancellation appointments. So that's been an easier asset for us, like I said, to have the day off, to be able to do that. But that's seriously, that's the trick, is constantly just having to live in front of either your phone or your computer and refresh. But we don't want, like I said, we don't want people to have to stress and worry about that. We'll take that stress off your hands and help you the best we can. I thought why we slowed down with names was because now it's open to everybody 16 plus, that they might not know how hard it is to book a vaccine yet, that they'll soon realize it's a little hard. Some people have been waiting on that mass waiting list for a long time. So now hopefully they can hear us and know we're here to help you. Don't worry about having to wake up yourself. Don't worry about waiting for that waiting list. Even if you registered with the state, we can still help you. So reach out to us and let us do the work for you.
Sarah, how rewarding has this experience been for you?
It's been extremely rewarding. I mean, we're helping people that we don't know. I enjoy it. I enjoy helping people. I enjoy, knowing that someone's mother, son, brother, grandmother can go to bed at night and not have to worry. I mean, or, a family can get together and give their grandmother a hug because they were able to get vaccinated. I've had multiple people call me and say, or text me like just get random text messages. I've been crying, my whole family's vaccinated. I've been on the list. I can't get an appointment. And then, we put them on the list, and like Tammy said, there's several of us. So it's not one person looking for an appointment. There's 7 of us doing it.
Right.
And then the next morning they'll send an email or they'll make a Facebook post and they're like, I actually got to sleep last night because the angels took care of it.
Mm-hmm. Very cool. So now when the day finally comes, when we're down to one name on one email list left, how are you gonna fight for that, the 7 of you?
Well, we all used to say we'll take shifts, but we're all just so dedicated. We don't take shifts. We're up there at midnight. Everyone, we communicate on our chat, and we have a system that nobody books duplicates. We highlighted each color of who has it. So we have our own little system going. I do also want to know that's important. Do know that all 7 angels are strangers. We did not know anyone going into this. So Mayor Thakin actually brought us all together. And like I said to Senator Tar, this is a bond that we're going to keep the rest of our lives, and nobody's ever going to understand. But it's so special to know that we have accomplished what we have so far, and we're not done. Like, we need to keep going to save lives, to help people, and take that worry away.
Well, kudos to both of you and to the other 5 angels as well. Jamie Margiotta and Sarah Gray, thanks for your time. Thanks for all that you're doing, all of your efforts, and thanks for sharing your stories with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.